And welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War. I am your host, Rex. And when we left off in our Scottish campaign, we just completed a battle at Inverness, which we lost. However, that game save that was supposed to be there is not there. And here's the proof. No Scotland game save. Now some of you might be screaming at me, well, what about this autosave? This autosave is in relation to this English campaign. Notice the timestamps and the date, which is today, because I played my English campaign earlier today. Didn't feel like recording the Scottish and I wanted to play this game. So that means we get to restart. And so, let's restart. Now, just like last time,
where's the fight? Pouring into a mighty horde, sire.
Onward! Combining the armies, sire.
this time, instead of keeping a city, I'm going to convert Edinburgh into a castle. It's better to have castle cities instead of regular cities because the castle units are far better units.
My lord.
That way I can get Highlanders and archers and cavalry instead of just relying on spear militia.
Sire, no further this day.
Command me.
Now let's end our turn. As usual, they're asking us to go take Inverness. But we're not gonna take the town. We're gonna just
They'll be
besiege them
begging
out.
for their lives soon. March! Those walls won't protect them.
New bride. And we're still gonna besiege him. But now we have a castle here.
Your Highness,
Got to move him up.
in God's name.
And better cavalry. The stables here cavalry, peasant archers, ballista, upgrades the armor. But I need to get access to better units.
Where's the fight?
Now here's the English princess.
I could bring our peoples closer
Charm
together, my
is the level of beauty they have. And also, the higher the charm, the more likely this will convince us or whatnot. But if it was our princesses, the AI would choose. But for us, we'll just tell her to
Aye, my lord.
bug off because we're
Aye,
already
sire,
going to go.
representing Scotland.
You have
Nottingham and
a
ask for trade
proposition
rights.
for us? This seems quite reasonable. Until we meet again, sire.
Let's
Yes,
go
my
take
king.
Fergus Campbell, a cousin of mine,
Moving
which
quietly.
I'm nicknaming a cousin,
They shall not see me,
into
sire.
position to spy on this castle, because that's what they're obviously going to go take. Another 3 turns till Inverness surrenders. Another turn for that to build. And let's build some Highland nobles. Build that army up. Now, I don't know if you noticed, Rebel's flag here, which is this gray cross, it went down some. That's because their units are suffering from attrition. When you're in a besiegement, garrison units will suffer attrition because they're not receiving the supplies, and so people will die off. Knight stables. I don't know why I can build male knights and if I don't have the stables yet, but continue on. They may attack us in Inverness in the time up, but it's highly unlikely. And
Quit that, you damn schooner!
a rebel fleet has appeared off the coast.
This is not your fleet, you galoot.
Trade increases loyalty. See, England has us outstripped by military. We're losing money because we don't have a city. Well, Inverness, when we take it, I'm going to make it a city instead of keeping it in its castle format.
Your foes lie
Now you have
dead at
three
my
options
feet,
when you
sire.
capture a settlement.
These people
Occupy
now
it, which
kneel
gives you
before us, sire.
a little money,
Victory!
in this case 110. You can sack it, which gives you more money but kills some of the population. This is useful if you need money and population control. And this one's just strictly population control, where you just slaughter the masses and get some money, but not a whole lot. I'm just going to occupy it because I've got 15,000 in gold. And another bride, which is good. More gold, celebration, trait decrease. Prince Edward is no longer... He's considered a cruel leader. Did he lose the trait?
What?
No. Well, he's apparently a genius, but a cruel and cunning and mean leader. So he's smart, but tends to screw up a lot, apparently.
Aye,
Take
my king.
them back to Edinburgh with you. You become a town. And that's going to take some time to convert. Give me another one of those. And now we wait. Richest faction is us. Now, the Council of Nobles wants us to go take York. This is a good thing. Because England decided to go after
At your service.
Carnarvon,
On my way. Something to investigate.
we need to take York.
Moving quietly.
Where's the fight?
Aye, sire. Aye, lord. Aye, sire.
Now, York is a lightly defended city. Takes
An
2
enemy to
turns if I want to
crush.
besiege him, and I'm going to besiege him to wait him out. Another building. Let's go with that. We're gonna go with a boyer, which is basically an archery range. Fancy name. Edinburgh, yeah. Another turn.
Let the enemy
Now,
march
if we
here
don't get
to
into
the
any
slaughter.
major engagements, I'm gonna end this episode at 1090.
What? Command me. Aye, closing to crush the
Siege
enemy.
them.
They're doomed now, sire.
Inverness is now
They're going nowhere.
castle. Not a castle, I mean a church.
My king. Aye, lord.
We got 4 of those. And now, sorry, I heard my chair move. I had to adjust it a bit. Now, British has a
Not a diplomat.
sizable army down
Yes,
here, and
my
I'm gonna
king.
go take my spy down here
On
and
my
just see.
way. Stopping here, sire.
Looks
Do I
like they're
remind you of
reinforcing
one
it.
of your own captains, lord.
Despite the numbers, this is a very weak army if they're going against the castle. Because they don't attack me.
Where's the
Archers
fight?
here. My archers will eat them up. But I do need more infantry, because
Aye, sire.
which I will send
Aye, lord.
down later. Now we can get a priest here, which I will.
A blessing to you, sire.
Build a town militia going. Let's get a chapel there. And Edmund is noble and rule. The best way to get a very chivalrous character is to have him be a mayor of a town, where he just builds. That's all he does is build. And he'll become a very chivalrous leader. His command will suck, but he'll be very chivalrous. Now, loyalty, again, that's with family. Now, obviously King Malcolm doesn't have a very high authority, but he's an old fart. Authority is just basically your king's ruling power. Now, dread is the opposite of chivalry. Now, it makes it weird. You want a chivalrous commander, but a dreaded commander, your own units will hate you. But the opponents won't. Will hate you as well. So, you take your pick.
Continuing tomorrow, sire.
Ah, victory!
Occupy.
This place has fallen before us, sire.
Your
Send our
Highness.
priest down here.
Time for a prayer.
An enemy
Send
to
our
crush.
prince back up here. Because any open units like these guys without a general nearby,
I
why
only
he put
answer to my
the king
liege,
here.
no other.
They may revolt
My
on me.
enemies fear me.
And I've
Do
got
you?
mailed knights here, which means
Aye, sire.
border horses
Aye, lord.
I'm going to get rid of. Now you can go into each unit and click disband unit to get rid of them, or you can just use a
Aye.
hotkey, which is Control D, and gets rid of them all.
A blessing to you, sire.
Now York, I want York to be a castle. Getting 2 of those guys. Building the chapel. Add that on, so I don't forget. And that too. And another turn. Now they want us to go take Dublin over. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the Council of Nobles tend to be pretty stupid. But sometimes they are very helpful in the early stages, where they give you missions with benefits. In this case, I will get 25 florins, or 25 gold, or whatever, money-wise. And it's very useful when you're trying to
Where's the
take the
fight?
place over.
An enemy to crush.
So, join Prince Edward.
Move out.
Edward.
Aye.
March.
Fleet ready.
Now,
Course plotted.
that's what the Irish have. The Irish Kerns, which are spear throwers, smarchers, and these guys. These guys are like the Highland nobles, but better. They're effective against armor, can fight in the woods or snow, good stamina, and the Highland nobles, have
Where's the fight?
are identical almost, but not as great. Now,
What?
you noticed in the screen it said next upgrade, heavy mail. That comes from these buildings. The leather tanner, and next will be another, like a blacksmith or something. But I need to get population growing. But I'll queue that up. York. I'm going to queue York up. Unit-wise, I'm going to build 2 more of those guys. And hopefully I can get them down
I'm a
there
warrior,
before
not a
England
diplomat.
decides to attack. Now, England may attack with this army who has peasants involved. And peasants break easy with cannon fire. Man, what is... Now, if nothing happens with this offering here... Yeah. It looks like we're going to have a war with England here. So... because of that... And we have a new son, Alexander Camor, became of age. And Alexander is born to command, so he's got good command skills. Thanks to his father, who is very chivalrous. Apparently his father's chivalrous.
Honor, my
apparently.
lord.
Yes.
Command
We're going
me.
to send the prince
Moving
down here
out.
to Dublin to keep that attack going.
Stopping.
Tired of ordering your own forces about, eh?
When a princess or a
I'm a king.
diplomat goes to a city and nothing like diplomatic comes up, it means they're trying to bribe your city. And it's a good indication that you're going to be going to war with that faction. And since I don't have any units there... see if I
Aye,
can
sire.
get-
Aye, noble sire.
See
Making
if I can
camp
hold them
here,
off.
good sire.
Yes,
know.
your majesty.
Normally, I would put
A
priests
blessing to
in
you,
the
sire.
towns. But I'm not going to do that for a while. Just because
Your Highness.
allows me to see which towns have a priest in them. And turn is 1086. Another bribe attempt. Don't know why. And here we go.
The enemy has surrounded us. We're
England has
besieged.
just attacked us at York. And to find out what happens, join me in episode 3.